Hey guys, it is AR here, and today we will be looking at how to create a intermission loop. So what will happen is once every 15 seconds, the every player in the game will get teleported to a map. So let's head straight into this. So firstly, what we want to do is go and design this GUI. So go into Starter GUI on your Explorers page and go in Insert Object and insert a screen GUI. I'm going to call this Intermission, and we're going to insert a text label in here, and without touching anything there you can design it much better than me, or much more, but I'm just going to keep it simple for this. So the size, I want it to be, say, 500, and we'll put an offset here of -250, and we'll go and put this 0.5, so I'll put it right in the middle. And now we will call this countdown, and go in customize the text, and go in and say game starting in 15. Nope. And we'll go into replicate storage, and we'll insert a value and a string value. So string value holds letters and words and all of that. We'll call this text. So we're going to use this value. So in the script parented to the countdown, it will get, whenever a property or whenever the value is changed here, it will change that value of this to to the text of the countdown. So we'll insert a local script here and say game.replicate storage, just defining replicate storage dot text, and actually we'll make this a variable. Say local text equals game.text, and now we want to do the event when it will trigger whenever the text value changes. So it's text dot text colon gets property change signal, and it's going to be value. We want it value. You could have, say, name, you could have parent, or you could even, I'm not really sure, but you might be able to do Archibald, but there wouldn't be any use. So, but the best thing, because in this instance we're going to be changing the value of it, not the name or the whatever or the other property. We're just going to change the value. So we'll say value, and we'll say colon connect. That it doesn't matter where you say, if you put a capital C or a capital C there or a lowercase c, colon connect and function, and we'll go and drop a couple of lines, and now we can say script the parent text equals, and it'll be text dot value. So now this will become the value. Well, now this will become the countdown text will be whatever this value is. So if we go and hit play and see how this works, so I'm not sure if it will work on the client. If we change on the client, it might change on the server. So if we say, it'll change the text, and I'm not really sure. We say hey, and it's done what we wanted it to. So we can change it to hello AR dev here, and the text has become that. So that's great. We've got all of that, and now let's go and be creating the map. So just zoom anywhere you want, or zoom far as well, wherever you want your I don't know, place to be, or where the player's going to get teleported. and just maybe turn that off. I'll just put it down there. And we'll go and change, let's go and scale this a bit. Doesn't really look great, it's probably the shadow. Let's just get us out of its shadow. And it's back. There we go. Oh, right, it doesn't matter. So we got a map. Not that big. You can customize it. Like maybe change. Maybe it could be like an ice world or desert world. It's up to you. I'm gonna change it to grass and change it to like light green because that will make it dark. Oh, and it's actually gone. That's good. So now scale a bit more actually, and we're gonna add spawn points here. Oh, we'll add some spawn points or spawns into it. And oh, that's good. We'll add one here. We'll go and set its transparency to 1 and move it up like there and turn can collide off but anchored true. And we'll go and say spawns. Spawn actually. And workspace will insert a folder and we'll call this spawns actually. And after we've done that, we can now duplicate this as not that actually. We want to duplicate this part, so mostly duplicate as much, try and duplicate it to how many players are there in the game. I'm just going to duplicate it 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just going to duplicate it 5 times. So if there's 5 players in our game, that would be, well, if there was 5 players in our game, you probably would need to add maybe 7 because sometimes servers can get corrupted and actually can have more than your max players. That's happened before quite a lot of times. So now let's get scripting into it. We'll go and call this, we'll go and anchor this actually, and we'll go and call this grass. And now in subscript service, we'll go and insert a script, and we'll go and define some variables. So local text equals game dot replicate storage wait for child text. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to wait for child because maybe the script will run when the game starts. The script will run too fast that this text hasn't even loaded in yet, or could have not loaded in yet. So we'll go and define that, and we'll go and define our place with local map equals game the workspace wait for child map, and local spawns equals game game dot workspace wait for child. We want spawns, and now we can go and start making the game. So we'll do a while loop. So we'll do a while loop. So this will probably happen if you have like a mini game sort of game. The game will definitely be while looped. So we'll go and say text dot value. Actually, firstly, because this is going to run over again, we'll add like a wait 1. So text dot value equals game starting. No, I'll say game starting soon. Say wait 3, and now we're gonna do a countdown. So you could do a for loop, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna do a while loop. I don't know. I just want to do a while loop instead. So we can say timer equals, and we're gonna say 15, and this time will be how long like the intermission will be. So how long the intermission will be. So now after that we'll go and say while. We say while, not true, because true is going to run forever because if you said, well, this true is never going to be false ever, because true is always true. If you said, well, false do, that means false, because false will this loop will not run because it's false. Say, well, timer is greater than 0. I think that is right. Nope, should be this sign. Yeah, while timer is bigger than 0, because if it's not bigger than 0, well, if we say while true and we'll just say timer equals timer minus 1. Oh, timer minus 1. If we just said while true and say timer equals timer minus 1, it will go into negatives, and then so on and so on and so on. It won't actually, this while loop will never stop, so they're never going to get teleported. So in Lua, we say timer equals timer minus 1, because we're essentially, because with this variable is called timer, this is a global variable, we're saying this timer variable is timer. We could say 5 minus 1, but timer right now, when we run our script, timer is going to be 15 in the first loop. So timer is not timer. This timer is going to be 15. So it's not like a special syntax. It's actually how you would minus it. Because that's, so say if you had like a player, so their leader stats, you'd say their leader stats dot whatever their currency is dot their value equals, and then you say their leader stats plus something. So that would be, because this timer is 15, so it's going to be 14. So after that, we're going to say a text dot a value equals, we'll say timer dot dot, and we'll say we'll say round starting instead. Round starting in, and we'll say timer, and put a space there so it won't be next to each other. So this will do it. So this code will run. This code will not stop until timer is not bigger than 0. When timer is not bigger than 0, this will stop, and the script will look down here. So now what we want to say for I. So now we're going to do a for loop. We're going to loop through all of the players in the game, so we can get all of their characters, and we're going to get the humanoid root part. You could have torso or head, or I think you could have head, or torso, or what else is it? I can't remember the other type, but the best one, because every player, not neitherless, if their character type is R15, R what is it, R8 or something like that. I can't remember. Or Arthro, they all have this humanoid root part. So that's the best way we can get all of their get one thing they have in common. So, and one thing they have in common, that if we teleport it, it will teleport all their body. So now we'll say game. Now we're going to loop through all of the players and teleport them. So game.players and get children. You could say get players, but I'm not sure, there might be an error. I'm not really sure, but it's best to say get children. And I want to say local character. So equals v dot character, actually dot character. I want to say if v and v dot character, then so if there actually is a player and they have their character, then we'll teleport them. So we'll say character find first child, and we're going to say this humanoid root part, humanoid root pot, and oh yeah, and we're also going to say local, not say spawner, no, not say which, spawn place actually, spawn place equals, what is the variable we find? Oh, we didn't even spell spawns right. So we'll say spawns, we'll say, and we'll do a math.random, 1 comma hashtag spawns. So this will randomly choose one of these spawns, and then we will, yeah, actually instead we're going to put this in server storage. So here we'll say local grass equals game dot server storage, and we'll just say dot grass for now. If you had more maps, you should say :find first child, but because we only have one map and it's the first thing in server storage, we'll just say grass, and we'll say clone, and grass dot parent equals workspace. And now what we'll say, no, we'll go and just destroy that quickly. Do we even have a map? I don't know. And now what we'll do, okay, now let's define the spawns actually. So we'll go and remove that after this. We'll go and remove that variable we done earlier. Oh, local spawns equals grass, and we'll go and put the spawns in there. Grass dot spawns, and as I said again, if you had more stuff in this grass, you should say find first child. But as we only have one item in this grass, we'll only say dot spawn because it's going to be its first one. And we'll say character, and now we'll get back to this part of the script. I'm going to say dot cframe, and we'll say equals spawn place dot cframe. Just going to get that cframe. Spawns grabs dot spawns get children. Okay, so now we've got them to the map, and they could, I don't know, if you wanted a fighting game. We're not going to be doing a fighting game in this video. Maybe in another video we could, but not in this, not today. Oh, and where is this? So we'll say up here. Okay. So now we'll say wait 5. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just wait. When they've done that, we'll wait 0.1, and we'll do another. We'll do in game equals 10, and we'll say text dot a value. Hopefully we've been saying text dot value, have we? Yeah, we have text dot value equal, and we'll say while true do again. Just gonna do what we done at the top of the script. So while true do, and we'll say text dot value. No. While in game or in game is bigger than 0. Text dot value because in game. I'm sorry, dot seconds left. Okay, seconds left, and after we've done all that, we'll go and destroy the map. So we'll go and say map. Oh no. We'll say game dot workspace colon find. Do we put it in? We'll say no. We'll say grass actually. Grass colon destroy. So we'll go and see how that works out. Hopefully there's no bugs. We can't make, well, game starting 15. What's wrong there? Any errors? Nope. Go and clear output. Our timer is game. It didn't do game starting soon. Text. It's interesting. Just wait for it. All of these errors are probably all oh, what's this? Oh, workspace infinite yield. Spawn equals. Oh, I forgot to get rid of that variable. Oops. Forgot to get rid of that variable. We go in it to grab quick. Is this a? Oh, oops. Got a game script timeout. Oh no! Why did I? That's a problem. Always remember to put away. Studio didn't crash. It doesn't crash, but it can do that, and that was purely my fault. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. That was my fault for not putting it away. Hopefully this can work now. And it might not. Randstone 14, 13, 12. There we go. Should work. And I got from the Easter eggs. I got this from Tower Defense Simulator. It's a pretty good game actually. 1-0, 0, 10 seconds left. Any errors? Oh, yeah, this is what happens when you script, guys. This can happen in game for odds. So with scripting, guys, this will happen quite a lot. If you're advanced, this happens a lot. That's why games have test games, because you never know what's going to happen. So that should work. This should work. Hopefully this should work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Boom. There we go. That's it, guys, for our video. Please like and subscribe if this helps. And look, it is looping through it, so that's great. Thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.